Hey, welcome back to another Business Broker 101. Today I'm tackling the question, to price or not to price? Sounds simple. Should I price my business? Of course you should, you may say. But there are some cases where you might want to think twice about actually putting a price on the business. Let's start with when you should price. Well, you should always price a smaller size business. Anything that's selling under $2 million in price should be priced, because you want to set a buyer's expectations on affordability. Many buyers will need funding. You don't want to waste your time with a buyer that can't afford the business. And so the affordability question is always answered from the buyer's standpoint when you set a price. It also puts a line in the sand in terms of the value proposition for the business. By putting a price on it, you set a value line, okay? And it's important not just to price the business, but to do your homework or have your representative do the homework to establish the rationale behind the pricing. Because at the end of the day, that's where the deal is going to be made or not made. I can tell you this, on many occasions, or at least some occasions where I didn't price the business, plan on getting a number of lowball offers, right? Because there's no buyer expectation on value, and buyers are not going to certainly overprice their offer. So expect lowball offers if you don't price. So I guess in conclusion, on smaller size businesses, under $2.5 million, always price the business. Do your homework, take a look at the category, and price your business relative to the multiple that's in the category. However, there's an exception to every rule. In some cases, it might be better not to price the business. And what are those cases? Well, in cases where you're dealing with a medium to larger size business that features a complex business model. Maybe the business straddles 2 or 3 different business categories. Maybe it's a transportation business that also does truck repair, that also does medical mobile units. So the business in that case doesn't easily fit into one category. So you almost have to think of it as a hybrid situation, a market basket, if you will, of different categories. And in that case, you may consider not pricing the business because of the uniqueness and complexity of the business model. There may be a situation where a business has a unique technology or a patent that puts it in a different competitive space. In that case, the historical profits may not necessarily be a good indicator of the value of the business. Now, people always like to look at historical profits and not future profits. But if there's an emerging technology or a patent that just has been granted, by not setting the price, you certainly set up the conversation for what might happen in the future relative to value, and therefore why price, okay? If there's not a defined competitive set or a low density of competition, that might be another reason why you wouldn't price the business, okay? So to price or not to price, that is the question. In most cases, you want to price the business, but there are some cases where you don't price the business and you let the market respond to the offer, okay? In all cases, you have to have a value proposition. You have to know that value proposition, and you have to be able to defend that value proposition. And to the extent to whether or not you're good at defending that, you can hold your price, okay? The market always prices the business, okay? There are all kinds of models. There's asset, there's market-based, there's income-based, but the market always prices the business, and there's always one price for the business, the price that the buyer is willing to pay and the price that the seller was willing to accept, okay? So good luck. If I can help you, please give me a call, 248-885-7804. Thanks for joining another session of Business Broker 101. Have a great day.